Hello everyone, this is Mistress Nightmare here, and we're going to continue reading Falling in Love with Slender Man Chapter 3. Before we get started, please hit that like button, comment, and subscribe to this channel if you guys want more creepypasta fanfictions out there. Until then, let's get started. He exited the room and cursed himself. It was ridiculous to even save the girl. But her confusion had caught his attention, or courageous caught his attention. She acted as though she was incapable of dying. Perhaps it was just her urge to ignore events, or maybe she was just unaware of how deadly the place she lived really was. He had loved how she looked when she realized that he was the one who responsible for the deaths of her family and the destruction of her town. She had a mixture of determination, fury, rage, anger. Of course, that look had now left her eyes due to her amnesia. It was replaced by confusion and worry. He wasn't sure why she had forgotten, for she had not hit her head, but he believed that he heard somewhere that a human sometimes blocks out the painful memories. Perhaps that was what his dear little dove was doing. She may appear fragile, but deep down she was fragile, breakable as the next human. He was well aware of the fact that the building bringing her here to his home was quite idiotic. He had once brought someone here, but that ended in a worse manner. Even knowing that he was stupid for doing so, he couldn't resist having a little fun with the little sage. The fact that she wanted to know the truth and refused to give up the truth of herself unless he made her, or even more desired, that made him chuckle. He commented to himself, being quick on his feet, thinking for the name Ash. It suited him. After all, he was the one responsible for burning many towns to ashes. He loved how she raveled at his power. She has been unfortunately attached by his abilities to change the basement into a luxury bedroom suite. He hadn't really changed the bedroom, only transformed an image which she wanted to see in her mind. He could make people see and feel horrible things just as he could make them see happy things. If the person he was making feel these things accepted them and didn't block him out, he could make them seem real to them. Only once he had a person able to block him out. He shoved that aside and continued down, winding the corridors of his home. Say couldn't get out of her room, so he wouldn't have to worry about her following him. He didn't want his little girl to be able to uncover his secrets this fast. He wouldn't want to make it tragic as possible. With a wicked grin spread across his face, he remembered her, so weak, invisible in her unconscious state. He ravished at the details. The unblemished skin he saw while he changed her into something more suitable for a dog. The white flowing fabric that did match her pale features justice and made her look like a goddess. He couldn't wait to will to her live. He researched at the end of the hall and opened the creaking door. This led to his personal office. Inside, he set a small desk where on the wall full of books, and he sat down in a black wheelchair and and set up his work. He's been tracking a central William Johnson for many years now. He was a historian who, surprised at all the downfalls of mystery towns. Quite a few of the towns ended up being due to Slender Man. This Mr. Johnson was being become suspicious of the burning towns and mysterious disappearance and all the recents. He found it fun to see a man with new discoveries. He was heading in the right direction, thinking that it has to do with the normal being that he didn't even sketch as the surface. With that, it might be. He tossed the papers into the waste bucket beside his mahogany desk and laughed. A menacing laugh at the ignorance of the human race. This man was getting nowhere, just like the other humans. He stood up and slid his hands over his suit, smoothing out the wrinkles as he put a featured of a polite gentleman and left to go play with his new toy, that she was now awakened and shown